What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Depeche Mode. And we're going back to the 1986 album Black Celebration for the only tune I believe I haven't reacted to from the album, and it is appropriately enough, Dressed in Black. So this is one that I didn't quite key in on as a kid. It's an album that was one of my favorites, if not the favorite, back when I was a single-digit kid loving this group. Over the years, my understanding of different tunes has evolved. I don't remember, again, listening to it too often. I do remember thinking that it was one of the shorter tracks. I think it's like 2.5 minutes, so compared to some of their other tunes, it is a quick journey. And yeah, I feel like there's a couple different ways you could take this. You could say that about a great many Depeche Mode tunes. As I think about the lyrics now, in 2024, I feel like interpreting them more literally seems reasonable. Anytime you talk about someone being dressed in black, I suppose there's always a suggestion that you could be talking about death and personifying it as an actual human. But I feel like the lyrics speak more to desire and the idea of giving in to that fire within, which is a sequence of lines in the song. And also the person, this woman standing over him, waiting to encompass him. It feels very desirous and passionate. And it's linked to, at least in the narrator's mind, her wearing this particular dress, this black dress, and every time she wears it around him, there's no words that need to be said. It's simply a facilitator of this intense fire. So again, I suppose, shadows being around and being encompassed by someone in black, you could take that into a more dark and conceptual realm, but on the surface of it, it sounds like someone who is mesmerized and deeply passionate about this woman, particularly when she wears a dress and engages with him in a way that makes him, lose his mind essentially. So let's hear it. This is Depeche Mode. The track is Dressed in Black, and it's the penultimate tune on their 1986 album Black Celebration.
She's dressed in black again, and I'm falling down again, down to the floor again. I'm begging for more again, but oh, what can you do when she's dressed in black? My mind wanders endlessly on paths where she's leading me, with games that she likes to play, words that she doesn't say, not when we're alone and she's dressed in black. As a picture of herself, she's a picture of the world, a reflection of you, reflection of me, and it's all there to see if you only give in to the fire within. Shadows fall onto me, she stands there over me, and waits to encompass me. I lay here helplessly, but oh, what can you do when she's dressed in
Technically not a fade out. Like, yes, it fades, but that vocal ends and all the sound is gone. It doesn't continue right to the point where the volume is lowered such that you can't hear it anymore. So it's like a fade cold ending at the same time. yeah, I believe Dave does the verses there. I think that is actually Martin giving the title line, dressed in black again, dressed in black again. So yeah, sonically, I don't think one of their more compelling tunes. It has this floating in the bizarre clouds type of feel, like a trans-dimensional carnival almost. But it also has that disorienting, you can't think straight because of the way you're feeling type of atmosphere, which seems to fit. And again, a couple lines there, the line about shadow and being encompassed by this person. I suppose you could take that down the personified path of darkness and death, but also being encompassed by someone could be taken more literally, and her standing over him and him being powerless, and again having that fire inside. I feel like a more literal interpretation makes sense to me. So again, growing up and even now, I don't think it's anywhere near the best track on the album, but I think it has that dark, bizarre feeling that categorizes their dark period, which people often talk about. So yeah, a cool tune. I do wonder, having just seen the documentary for Music for the Masses and followed by the 101 tour video or documentary, if Alan and Fletch would also sing the Dressed in Black Again line, and whether, in performances of this, if they ever played it. They don't play it in either of the documentaries that I saw in any, live footage, but if they were to play this live at that time, I wonder whether it wouldn't just be Martin, but the other three giving that reprise, or that refrain rather. So yeah, a weird little tune, but one that I think does work within the atmosphere of the album overall. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.